Yes, my name is Henry Weatherburn, and I'm definitely a supporter of the UDP. Now, Mr. Mejia, I want to tell him to stop, and he can continue play this clip because Mr. Mejia is trying to be calculative. Mr. Mejia is in dire means. He don't know where to look for now, so he's trying to hit any way he could. The UDP is the only party that has worked so hard for my country, Belize. Ever since I was young, and now that I gotten old, I have been inspired because of their positive movement and their positive work for the country of Belize. Now I have this to say to Mr. Mejia, that while Mr. Mejia implemented and he was important, that he was so important, all that Mr. Mejia did was to enrich himself on the base of a non-government organization that he himself formed. Mr. Mejia way back had came to the fishermen of PG, the small fisher folks of PG. Mr. Mejia promised them to raise tilapias, that he will let them raise give not, should they all sign that he should be the manager of the Port Honduras Marine Reserve. Anyway, Mr. Mejia was calculative in that. That's why he chose Pacific islands like Abalone and the Snake Keys, and got for a very small sum of money the whole area along the coastal zone because of the pescados that were floating in that area at that time. Now Mr. Mejia has to tighten up. Mr. Mejia drinks $30 drink along with his little friends at Pescador. He don't want to pay the preacher man hotel that he brought here. Mr. Mejia, what kind of leadership do you plan for the people of PG? Is it what you can get, or is it what you can give to the people of PG? Because I've seen you with Will Hyman. I've seen you on many different occasions, and it all seems like you are very divisive. I don't think you can smart the people of PG anymore. You will cause the demise of the poor fishermen in PG. And you have been in cahoots with Johnny Briseño, in cahoots with Lisa Schumann, in cahoots with Audrey Matura Shepherd, in cahoots with Mike Espat. So who are you? You are as corrupt as the PUP. Mr. Mejia, it's no time. The people of PG have no time for a man like you. You cannot come up with no more tricks, and you cannot come up with no kind of gimmicks. How can you save Belize from Guatemala, and you can't even save yourself from all the evils that you've been doing? You are despicable. In my sight, you are despicable, trying to hit me so low. Because anybody with good sense, education is the foundation on which all approaches are built. And education causes people to change the heart, and you change your mind. So at first I thought that, well, I tried to give you a chance in the tongue board. I went out there and I spoke for you. But I noticed that you didn't even have an executive party. You yourself wanted to be campaign manager, president, chairman, secretary, treasurer. And so all your followers have left. You had Mr. Chavaria with you. You had Mr. Westby with you. And you had Mr. Bengoshe with you. Even Mr. Bengoshe advised me not to deal with Willie Mejia. He said, because Willie Mejia cheap, you know what, Lego not Willie Mejia is all about himself. Now you're showing me an old clip that you're a businessman. Indeed, you are a businessman. Businessmen are very astute in their money matters, especially the kind of businessman I've seen you are. Because what have you done for PG? Showed a lot of clips, get a lot of money for campaign, and what have you put in the community? Promise tilapias, promise raise, give not. You took me on a fly fishing course, and you left me like Dracula without his fangs. You gave me some meaningless 2-day certificate. And all the fly fishing rods that were destined to give us after this fly fishing course you kept. Mr. Wehia, the people of PG have no time for you. You and the PUP are just alike. It's time to quit politics, because I see that you are not power hungry, you are money hungry, and you are very selfish. So Mr. Melhia, you better leave Dido alone. And let me tell you the last piece. We have a man, a very humble man, that have not carried no trickery to the people of PG, Mr. Peter Eden Martinez. This is the man. And I call on all Punta Gordanians to put their egos aside and support a brother, a man just like me, a humble man. Mr. Eden Martinez is the right choice. Come on, PG. Raise up on our head. We can't go down no more. No more PUP. Willie Mejia out of this thing. Peter Eden Martinez. Remember that name on the 4th of November. Remember that name. And make sure you put your X's where that name is. That's the man for PG. That's the only name for PG. Peter Eden Martinez. No, this is Dido coming live to you.